We turn our attention now from rowing to sculling. Here in the final of the women's double sculls, the world champions and hot favourites Germany occupy lane 4. Closest to you in lane 6. So, is it going to be Germany? That's what the form book says it should be, Dan.
Well, they're hugely experienced. They've dominated this event for the last couple of years, and Boron, sitting in the stroke seat there, is the most decorated of all women athletes. She sits on top of the all-time medal list with 9 golds at World and Olympic Championships. But out in front at the moment, it's Lithuania, who've just snatched the early lead.
Yeah, it's really interesting, these two Lithuanians making the final. They were 4th in the World Championships in Canada, and they're not to be written off lightly. And closest to you, it's Ruth Davidon, who was 6th in the last Olympics for America as a single sculler, being partnered by Carol Skriki. But here are the Lithuanians.
Yes, they're bouncing their boat quite a bit. You can see that. There's a lot of body swing there at the finish, which bounces the boat, dives the bows a little bit. But in the boat just above them, Germany moving now to a half a length lead. The power here of these two athletes, it's really tremendous to see. Really strong sculling, and a credit to the East German system, really, in producing terrific, technically very proficient scullers.
Americans, difficult to know what they're going to do. At the moment, they're in a solid 2nd position.
They're sculling well together. They've got good length. They're letting their boat run, sit very low in the boat and drive horizontally.
Jana Thieme there and the back of that German scull. Interestingly enough, she's been fantastically successful in her own right, including winning the world single sculls title back in 1993, but she's never won an Olympic medal. She was sick in Barcelona and only 5th in the double sculls in 1996. So this is her chance, whereas Boron already has a couple of Olympic golds in her locker.
Yeah. It's the Netherlands, though, that you would have expected to be up here with the field, who are sitting well back there in 4th place, 2 lengths down on Germany. So they've got a lot of ground to make up if they want to get into the medals here at the moment.
Well, the Germans have got clear water at the moment over the rest of the field. And still the Lithuanians, still the Americans up there.
See how low they sit. It's good leg drive there. Very well together. Their sculls well together, driving the legs well together, and well deserved to be sitting there in 2nd place at the moment in silver medal position. But it's Germany out in front. Already the rating quite low, about 34 strokes a minute, very long. They take a slight arm catch, both of them. They just take it a little bit with the arms, particularly Boron at stroke. She just takes it with the arms, but she's so powerful she can get away with it. Not pretty sculling. They're digging quite deep with their sculls, throwing up quite a lot of water at the finish, but there's a tremendous amount of power there, and look how they've devastated that field.
Yes, I must say, it's Germany on their way for gold, but the silver and bronze are up for grabs. Australia, top of your picture. Then next to them are the Dutch, who are beginning now, Dan, just to get themselves into this race. But they've lost, or I should say, waited quite a long time. You can just see them there, 2nd on the left from the top of your picture there, almost on terms with the Australians.
Well, it's a measure of how hard the Lithuanians and the Germans have gone out here. But Germany now really clear of the field by a length off Lithuania and about 3 lengths off the rest of the field. Surprising to see Romania so far back, with Elizaveta Lipa and Veronica Cocella so far back. So much experience in that boat. They've got 10 gold medals, world and Olympic gold medals between them. You'd expect them to be a little bit further up in the field, and they are doubling up. They're going to be in the 8 tomorrow as well, who are going for Romania.
Well, the pattern now is beginning to happen as we see Bronwyn Roy and Marina Hatzakis just briefly there for Australia, but they're out of it at the moment. At the moment, Dan, you've got to say that the Americans are in a solid 2nd place, whilst the Lithuanians and the Dutch are just about even Steven for bronze.
Well, they've got a long way to go if they want to catch the United States. But she's very experienced, Iki van Ness. She's got a great finishing power. And a great competitor, very experienced in this. They too are doubling up in the Dutch 8. They're going to be rowing tomorrow as well in the Dutch 8. A little bit under pressure. They didn't really want to do it. They wanted to concentrate on the double. But here they are sitting now in bronze medal position as they move away from Lithuania, who are beginning to fade a little bit in this last part of the race.
Yeah, and there's a big contingent of Dutch supporters who've camped themselves out on the beach. Here's Ake again, 3rd in the last Olympics in this event, the double sculls. a world silver and bronze medalist, but it's the gold that she really wants. But my goodness, something fantastic is going to happen for her to achieve that ambition today, because the Germans have, well, frankly, they've flown, they've gone.
The United States now beginning to suffer a little bit. They did go out fast. They tried to stay out there with Germany. Germany have escaped and are well out in front. Surefire there now for the gold medal. 2 lengths out in front. But it's a length now the United States has over the Dutch.
Yes, the 2 American scullers, plenty of experience. Actually, quite interesting with Carol Squeaky, if we do see her again. She's 38, but actually only took up the sport at the age of 30.
Well, she's having a pretty great scull for somebody with only 5 or 6 years of experience here, and at that age, look at that. Now under pressure, though, from Holland. The Netherlands there on the far side, they're only half a length down now as the United States start to suffer for that fast first half.
And Lithuania, Dan, just on the left of your picture there, still solidly in this, and perhaps in with a chance of a medal.
Yes, Lithuania have seen there that what's going on, and they've pushed their rating up. They're 2 big scullers, they're tall, rangy scullers, and they have now pushed their rating up to 39, and they are closing fast on the United States and trying to follow up with Holland. They weren't expecting the Dutch to come through so fast, but the Netherlands now moving up a little bit, but Germany out in front, very strong. Little call there from Bow. Let's move it home now. We've got only 20 strokes to go. Let's move home. But here now the battle is on for the silver.
Yes, in 1996 in Atlanta, it was Canada's Marnie McBean and Kathleen Heddle who took this title. But in 1992, it was Kirsten Koppen with Katrin Boron who won the Olympic gold. And it looks to me as if Boron is going to help Germany retain, or regain, I should say, this title, as Lithuania are piling on the pressure. And the Dutch on the far side have moved into second place. And Dan, is this going to be a famous day for Lithuanian rowing as Germany take the gold? Eike van Nes and Pieter van Dishoek take silver for Holland, and Lithuania get the bronze ahead of America, with in 5th place Lipa and Coachella, disappointing, with Australia perhaps even a little bit more disappointing in 6th place. The distance between Lithuania and the United States. So everything going to plan for the Jutta coach German duo of Jana Thieme and Katrin Boron. And Roland Barr, just recently elected to the IOC as an athlete representative, himself famous for coasting or guiding the German 8 to so many successes, with the honor of presenting the medals to these 2 great German scullers. Jana Thieme really happy. And I'm afraid it's silver again for Eike van Nes and Pieter van Dishoek. But this is a special day for the Lithuanians there and those who've made it all the way to Penrith.